Rec League Podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, Pocket Cast, Podchaser, and Stitcher. At Rec League Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. At Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 63, available now. Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram or YouTube itself. What up, world? So, I just watched Escape Room, Tournament of Champions. It is the sequel to the 2019 horror movie, Escape Room. Duh. It stars Taylor Russell, Logan Miller, Thomas Coquero, Hayden Rodin, India Moore. It is directed by Adam Robital. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. He directed the first movie. You got the survivors of the original Escape Room. They are determined to get evidence on the company that's behind the escape room from the original movie that left people dead. And while trying to get that evidence, they end up in another escape room with other past survivors, hence Tournament of Champions. I wasn't particularly looking forward to this, but I thought the original was a decent enough trying to be a Saw movie copycat that I had fun watching it. So I was gonna see this movie. Like the it was scheduled. I think it was scheduled for like last August, and then it got moved to this January, and then it got moved or just like removed from the schedule, and then it popped up this weekend, but like there was confusion. I swear, like Box Office Mojo said it was coming out this weekend next year, and I think other like sites that I like look up my release dates on like had it for this weekend, and I didn't know what to I didn't know when it was gonna come out. The trailer came out, said this weekend, 2021. Like, all right, cool. And like I like Taylor Russell is like really dope. It's like she gives a very dope performance in these movies. Like she comes off like incredibly sweet, incredibly innocent, but she like has like this like badass streak in her when she has to buckle down and survive. And Logan Miller is more tolerable in this movie. Like he was an asshole in the first movie, so they carry that growth over. And the new characters are fine. I didn't particularly get attached to any of them, or I didn't want to get attached to any of them because I feel like I knew the outcome, and who's to say if maybe I should have gotten attached. But like I think you have to suspend disbelief to get some enjoyment out of this movie. They like you can tell there's a bigger budget. Like the original made probably like 1 million times more than it was worth. I think it was probably made for like 5 million or 9 million, and I think for a January horror movie, like it was really successful. Oh, my foghorn leghorn stuttering ass. But this one, you can tell the traps look more expensive. There are devices used to corner and be an obstacle for these characters that just I don't want to say what they are because there is some coolness to it, but it's just like how in whatever world you want to say this movie takes place in, were they able to make this happen? It's like these people aren't even like on our Earth for the first trap, the game, whatever, and then that leads them to, I think, the second one, because they take a trip, and where they end up, and even the game after that, I'm not giving you guys any details, so maybe that's a good thing. If you're a fan of this movie, check it out. Like, if you like the first movie, check it out. They set up for a third one. Maybe they had like the false confidence that this one was gonna make however much times it was worth to make. It's not like Happy Death Day. Like, I really want Happy Death Day 3, but between the director and I think Universal, like, who knows, Blumhouse, like, who knows if they're gonna make it. So like, maybe like they set up an Escape Room 3, and like, I'll see it, because I didn't dislike this movie. It has like, like, it was cool, like, seeing them try to figure out all the traps, all the games, whatever, all the different rooms was cool. And then I think like the last 15 minutes or so, they really like bit off more than they could chew. Like, they really bit off more than they could chew. Like, they go so big in the third act that it's, I don't want to say it's unbelievable, but it is a reach. It's a Stretch Armstrong reach. So yeah, like, before I spoil anything, if anybody's watching this review that actually really wants to see this movie, I don't want to spoil anything. So just check it out, man. Form your own opinion. Like, reviewing movies is pointless, because I want everybody to form their own opinion anyway. So with all that being said, in my opinion, I will say that Escape Room Tournament of Champions is solid. Have you seen Escape Room Tournament of Champions, Escape Room 2, whatever you want to call it? What you think about it, man? Positive, negative, somewhere in between? Let me know. Which do you prefer, this one or the original? I think I like the original more, not by much. Like, I don't think this was better than the first one. I don't really think it was worse than the first one. This movie met my expectations. So I've recently posted reviews for Space Jam: A New Legacy, for Loki, for Black Widow. Check all of that out. Next weekend, I want to watch and review Old and Snake Eyes. The weekend after that, I think Jungle Cruise comes out, and it will be into August. 2021 is moving way too fast. Rec League Podcast, episode 64 is on the way, and we're going to discuss M. Night Shyamalan. His highs, his lows, his classics, his misfires. I can't wait to have that discussion, man. So be on the lookout for all of that, man. Like, subscribe, comment. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me. Watch these credits. Peace.